Good morning, good day, and good evening, everyone. We are live and we are starting. Welcome to our webinar session, and thank you all for joining us from all over the world. Today, we're presenting the Bluetooth Low Energy Solution use cases for your attention, helping you to get more projects, to get the competitive edge, and expand your business. And I will start by presenting our speakers and myself. My name is Dan. I'm Operational Marketing Project Manager here at Teltonika Telematics. And with me is Nikita, Chief Marketing Officer at Technoton. Nikita.
Hi guys, thank you for joining us today.
As well with us Donatas from Teltonika Technical Department, who will help us to answer your technical questions over the course of this webinar and live Q&A session. That being said, I encourage you to actively engage and take a moment to ask your relevant question in the Q&A tab below on the bottom of your screen. Thank you. Also, please be advised, the session is being recorded and the replay version will be available on Teltonika Telematics YouTube channel a few days later. So let's get started. And we'll start with the agenda. In today's session, we will go through Teltonika and Technoton partnership. Then we're going to move on to discuss BLE solution use cases such as fuel tanker monitoring, vessel or boat fuel monitoring, truck axle load or weight load monitoring use cases, showing you how to create more value to your customers and get more projects. We will talk about how to start partnership with us and try out these solutions. Then we will summarize all the key points we discussed in this webinar. And finally, our team will answer your relevant questions in live Q&A session. So if you got one, you're welcome to submit it anytime you're ready. The session will take around 45 minutes, so please make yourself comfortable, turn off all the distractions, and enjoy the content. And a few words about our partnership. As you're probably aware, we're constantly looking for ways to make our solutions easy to use for our clients. So together with our partner Technoton, we have successfully tested and certified compatibility of two things: Teltonika Telematics GPS trackers and Technoton Bluetooth Low Energy accessories. The fact is, they work perfectly together and perform as expected, bringing the new possibilities and value to our clients and business partners around the world. Even more, we retest the compatibility every single time, whether the product firmware or hardware is updated. And now I'll pass the word to Nikita, who will tell you a bit more about Technoton company and our first use case for fuel tankers. Nikita, please take it over.
Thank you, Dan. So in Technoton, we have more than 20 years experience in telematics and fuel monitoring solutions. Our main market segment is advanced machinery telematics. That means gathering and analysis of huge amount of operational parameters of complex machines used in river and rail transportation, in mining, construction, agriculture, and so on. Our main product categories are fuel sensors, axle sensors, and CAN bus tools. In addition to CAN Gen 1939 communication standard, which is a must-have for automotive, we use Bluetooth technology in our devices. And today, we will show you how that technology may benefit you and your customers. So the first use case on the list is from Ethiopia, where our client, owner of a fleet of truck tankers, experienced troubles with fuel theft from cistern compartments. In addition, inaccuracy of statements came up. Customers of our client were not receiving the amount of fuel ordered. Fuel residues in compartments were not as expected, and all that was causing a big confusion in paperwork. So direct losses caused by fuel theft and reputational losses were two major issues our customer have faced. And for that project, we propose to use DUT-S7 wireless sensor with BLE connectivity. That product is the best decision because, except high accuracy, one of the main requirements was fire safety of the solution. The sensor has embedded battery and no external power is required, and no additional protection of electrical connection needed. The sensor is certified for operation in hazardous environments. And installation of wireless sensor is much quicker since no time is spent for cabling. And the last point is that sensor length is easily extended straight before the installation. So that reduces shipping costs to installation place. Dan?
Thank you. So for the first use case, we recommend the professional category Teltonika GPS tracker called FMC640. And here is why. It supports up to 4 Bluetooth fuel level sensors to cover multiple scenarios. It's got green driving feature to ensure drivers, vehicle and cargo safety, allows to analyze drivers' actions, encourage appropriate driving habits such as cornering or acceleration, and improves the fleet operational cost. Also, it's got a comprehensive built-in tachograph functionality for hassle-free automated and remote administration of tacho reports and drivers' working hours. And the wide connectivity options to maximize fleet efficiency, such as FMS CAN bus data readouts and various third-party devices support through RS-232 or RS-485 ports. So let's discuss the outcome and benefits for this use case in Ethiopia. Fuel deaths decreased by 120 liters in average per vehicle per week, which is rather substantial. Also, thanks to green driving scenario and appropriate driving habits, the fleet fuel consumption and fleet operational cost has been lowered. If required for the particular project, we can also additionally install wired FLS sensor into the truck fuel tank to decrease fuel death attempts. Nikita?
Thank you. The next project is about fuel consumption measurement on river vessels in Russia. A medium-sized river vessel fleet contacted us. They expressed their concerns on credibility of fuel usage reports which were provided by crews of the vessels. And looking ahead, I need to say that the concerns were reasonable, and it appeared that real fuel consumption was lower than quotas defined by internal regulations of the company, and that created a room for manipulation with fuel. So, fuel consumption calculation based on fuel level data was not possible in that case. The thing is, fuel level fluctuates inside tanks because vessel inclines left and right all the time. So that level data is unstable, and the only option to find out real consumption is to install a flow meter. Flow meter is a direct fuel consumption measurement device which is connected to feed and return fuel lines, and in that way it measures what amount of fuel was consumed by the engine. In addition, the flow meter provided fleet owner with information on operation hours and modes of engine operation that was used to avoid idle operation of the engines. Then?
Thank you. So for the second use case, we recommend the special category Teltonika GPS tracker FMB204. And here is why. Waterproofing rest protection IP67 rating to ensure its impeccable functionality in a water transport. Durable and robust device housing to protect the tracker from damage and ensure its longevity, even if it's mounted outdoors. It's got an integrated high-capacity backup battery because the device is designed to work longer hours without a vessel supply. Unlike any other Teltonika FMB platform tracker, it can be connected to FOTA web tool, allowing to configure and update the device firmware remotely with no physical contact, this way saving the precious time and fleet operational cost. So let's go through the benefits for this use case in Russia. Fuel consumption has been reduced by 8%, while average consumption was 1,400 liters per week. Going further, we have made fuel deaths from the return line impossible for the crew or any other person. Also, the statistics gathering for the fuel system wearouts allowed an accurate and timely maintenance procedures, and it's drastically reduced the risk of engine breakdown or the complete failure, which improved fleet operational costs and return on investment. Nikita?
Thank you. So the last but not the least project is from Saudi Arabia. Truck axle load measurement is actually a very demanded solution in Middle East region, and that's why our integration partner inquired us for the easiest way on implementing axle measurement system for trucks. For those of you who have not yet met this kind of solution, it is used for preventing axle overload and fines connected to excessive axle load of a truck or semi-trailer. The most important about wireless axle load sensor is that cabling is not needed, and that reduces installation time, requires less efforts, and eliminates potential errors. There are two types of sensors: mechanical for the semi-trailer on the left, and air pressure for the truck on the right. Both sensors send data to Teltonika unit and to a smartphone app. Data sending to smartphone app helps driver to check axle load even if the vehicle ignition is turned off, which usually happens during loading and unloading. So the driver can stop loading when the limit is reached. Dan?
Thank you. And for the last use case, we recommend the advanced category Teltonika GPS tracker FMM 130. And here is why. Wireless communication between the tracker and the sensor makes mounting easier and faster than using wired sensors. This saves time and company resources. CAN bus data readings from vehicle and specialized transport to get accurate data on demand is available when it's connected to a CAN adapter. A wide range of ports allow to connect the tracker to many accessories and expand the functionality of the solution. The handy Teltonika Configurator application makes it easy and convenient to configure the tracker, while the FOTA web solution allows you to effortlessly update your device's firmware and configuration settings remotely. Teltonika tracker management is simple and user-friendly, helping you to avoid mistakes, save time and resources. So let's discuss the benefits of this use case in Saudi Arabia. Thanks to the wireless Bluetooth connectivity, the axle load system installation procedure is faster, simpler, lower priced, and eliminates a human error possibility, what improves project efficiency and profitability. Not to mention, if a sensor has been damaged or stopped working, it can be quickly replaced with a minimal effort and time, which improves a fleet operational cost. Even more, now a vehicle driver can check the data while truck ignition is off and stop a vehicle overloading when the maximum allowed axle load is reached. No more hassle, no penalties, no maintenance overheads. And now my colleague Donatas from Teltonika Technical Support will demonstrate you steps how to configure the solutions and devices mentioned above. Donatas, please take it over and share your screen with us.
Hello everyone, I am Donatas and today I will be technician helping you with Teltonika device configuration and will be answering your technical questions. All of the Technoton devices are configured in a very similar fashion and this time I will show you how to configure DT S7 Bluetooth fuel sensor. For that we will need to open configurator with the settings of one of the devices. If configuration will be new and you do not have any specific requirements for other parts of data or events transmission, we will need to change settings only in 4 tabs: System, GPS, Bluetooth, Power, and I/O. If you have a device, you will be adding Bluetooth function 4. I would additionally recommend to check Bluetooth settings to make sure you have Bluetooth either on hidden or visible, enabled hidden or enabled visible. You can see the settings here. Back to the system settings. So the first step to fully set up the device would be in the system settings to change data protocol from codec 8 to codec 8 extended, as Bluetooth parameters will be sent to the system only over this protocol. Next step would be GPS settings. Here we need to set APN and server settings. After that, we go to Bluetooth 4.0 settings. In this case, you are making installation where BLE and telematics device will have obstructions, as it would be in a case where telematics devices installed in the cabin and Bluetooth device somewhere on the trailer. I would be recommending to change Bluetooth power settings from default 5 value to 7. Second, in the same window, you will be able to configure up to 4 different sensors. In this case, we will select advanced setting for the first connection. After that, you will have option to configure manually or to use a preset for defined device configuration. In this case, we will select a preset for fuel sensor. After opening presets, we select Technoton Duty S7. After selecting, we will see that new parameters are loaded to support Duty S7. If you would not have a preset, you could type these parameters manually. In the same window, we also need to configure the device MAC address. After that, we go to I/O settings. Here we will need to enable Bluetooth temperature, priority to low, so it would be transferred to the system, and also fuel frequency to receive fuel value. After everything is set, we save the settings to the device, and data with the fuel sensor values will be gathered and sent to the system. If you want to check in more detail how to prepare solution for other Technoton Bluetooth sensors, I would recommend to check our Teltonika Telematics wiki page, which will have examples of how to enable all of the sensors from this webinar. If you have any questions, please write in the Q&A section, and I will be answering them soon. Dan, back to you.
So thank you once more, and let's continue. So next is how to start with Teltonika. So to test BLE solutions and bring even more value to your clients, please do one of the following steps. If you're not Teltonika customer yet, please contact us via email info@teltonika.lt. If you are a business partner already, please contact your regional account manager for more information and test samples. For technical questions and further assistance, please contact Teltonika Help Desk Service or refer to wiki knowledge base and crowd support pages on our website, which is teltonika-gps.com. Nikita?
Thank you. So in case of further questions on wireless sensors made by Technoton with BLE technology, and I'm sure you do have those questions, please contact us by email sales@technoton.by. And for technical related questions, you can contact our technical support team via support@technoton.by. And for more detailed product information, you can visit our web pages jv-technoton.com.
So let's summarize our solutions mentioned in the presented use cases. So for fuel tanker monitoring use case, we use GPS tracker FMC640 with a DUT ES7 fuel level sensor. Our solution allows to drastically reduce the possibility of fuel thefts, as the fuel measurement deviation is only 1%. The model FMC640 has numerous ports, which allows you to further expand the solution possibilities and applications. Built-in tachograph functionality greatly simplifies drivers' time tracking and helps to avoid penalties. The solution is 100% compatible, and thanks to Teltonika modern configurator and FOTA web system, it is easy to configure and manage settings. Green driver scenario minimizes a risky driving, which is especially important while transporting a large amount of highly flammable fuel. And the sensor has got a hazardous areas certification for the operations in a hazardous environment. For the vessel boat use case in Russia, we used model FMB204 with DFM S7 fuel flow meter. This solution allows a pretty accurate calculation of fuel consumption, which reduces a chance of fuel leaks, spills, or drains from tanks. The tracker has a waterproof IP67 rating housing, which ensures that moisture or water does not get inside and damage it. Thanks to Teltonika configurator and FOTA web system, you can quickly and remotely update the solution configuration and settings. TFM S7 sensor has got a certificate of conformity, which allows you to use it in this type of use cases for water transport. The GPS tracker has an integrated high-capacity backup battery because the device is designed to work longer hours without a vessel power supply. And for the track axle load monitoring use case in Saudi Arabia, we use model FMM130 with the GNOME S7 axle load sensor. Wireless communication between the tracker and the sensor makes mounting easier and faster than using wired sensors. This saves time and company resources. The wide range of ports allows to connect the tracker to many accessories and expand the functionality of the solution. The CAN bus data readings from vehicles and specialized transport to get accurate data on demand is available when it's connected to CAN adapter. The handy Teltonika configurator application makes it easy and convenient to configure the tracker, while the FOTA web solution allows you to effortlessly update your device firmware and configuration settings remotely. Teltonika GPS tracker management is simple and user-friendly, helping you to avoid costly mistakes and save time. So if it's not done yet, please follow us, Teltonika Telematics and Technoton on social media platforms, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and others to stay up to date. And to get even more value, please register to the upcoming webinar. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our session. We hope you enjoyed it, found this webinar relevant and helpful for your business. So on behalf of Teltonika and Technoton teams, thank you very much for following us along, your time and all the questions today. Meanwhile, you take care of your business, stay safe, and goodbye for now.
Thank you for being with us today. Hope to see you again on joint webinars of Teltonika and Technoton. Have a nice day.